What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. And as you guys can see, we did get a major announcement. This was the other announcement I was talking about in the Rose video for JP Dokkan battle. Alright, so the next major unit that JP is going to be getting, so their next big Dokkanfest, is going to be a Tournament of Power 17 and 18 paired unit. I'm thinking they're going to be a joined forces, siblings bond, leader of some sort, or maybe even another reps of Universe 7 or something of that sort. But until we get the details, I'm not going to dive too much into it, but it is going to be a 17 and 18 pairing unit, probably from the fight with Ribrianne, or yeah, I think that's probably it around the Ribrianne fight. But I was scrolling around on Twitter, and credit to Al Halbert again, he was doing the calculations on whether this unit, if they have the same exact links, this is what their stats will look like defensively and possible EZAs we might have. So let's jump on in, take a real good look at this real quick. So the 17, MVP 17, he's going to look like, without support, start a turn, 258,000. Full build up, start a turn, 387,000. Below 77% HP, about 400,000, 410, 411. And then with the 40% support at start of turn, 466,000. So that's probably what you're looking at mainly. As a start of turn, you're looking at anywhere between 260 to 460. But then the max possible defense you could have is about 746,000 with a 40% support on rotation. So realistically, this man could look pretty good right beside the two new 17 and 18 Tournament of Power units. But the biggest thing I wanted to talk about were some things I noticed in this post here that he made, possible EZAs for incoming. We know two of these are almost guaranteed to EZA. They pretty much have to, these 17 and 18 here respectively. But there are a few units here, and one that he actually was an omission from that he didn't post here, that made me go, okay, this is possible. What about this one? So let's just jump into the first one. Well, actually, no, this is the list of units that could EZA. We could see the Jiren EZA. We could see these two get EZAs if they don't have them already, which I don't think they do. But there's a few units that could EZA. But the number one I'm looking at is the Sign of a Turnaround Goku Ultra Instinct. This man could easily get an EZA in this part, seeing as he's a unit from almost 3 years ago. Actually, over 3 years ago at this point. He released in May of 2020 on Global, June of 2020 on JP. So literally over 3 years ago. 3 years, 3 months to this date. So this is unit number one that I'm seeing that could definitely be getting an EZA incoming. Unit number two that I really want to see get it are these guys, which again are going on 3 years old at this point. So these two definitely can need an EZA, especially to fit into the newer metas. They have nothing that works for them in the newer meta that makes them actually usable or even viable. Even at 100%, these guys are one of the main units that I want to see EZA'd. These two being number one, them being number two, or him being number two. And my number three unit is one that kind of he didn't push through, but I also thought might have a possibility. The very last possibility, Golden Frieza Angel and Android 17. I thought about it. This unit didn't release until 21, so it's a whole year later after the other two, so there's a good chance he won't EZA. But we do have Android 17 on this unit. So this unit definitely has a high probability of EZAing. I at least personally see it as though, because this unit, again, is another unit that's completely useless in the meta. So this doesn't help much as that 7% damage reduction, because if he only does 4 hits, he only has 28% damage reduction, but he can't do anything in slot 1 or slot 2. He has to be in slot 3 because he can't take any of the first turn hits unless if he attacks first. But then there's also, like I was saying, this unit and this unit here are almost guaranteed to EZA because they are the counterparts to the new unit that's coming out. And they're kind of older. They're from 2018. They're nukers, so I'm hoping they get something really good with them. But I mean, other than that, until we get official in-game information on JP, we won't know what's coming. But I'm kind of excited either way just to see, because she's a defensive unit, he's an offensive unit. If they can give them both equal offense and defense, balance it out, these two could be a really good rotation on this team. These two, and then the new unit plus this guy on the other rotation. You could have a pretty solid Android's Tournament of Power rotation. But that's really all I got for you guys this one. This one's going to be kind of short because there's not too much out, and I could sit here and speculate on what it might be or what we could get as a unit, or what the units could look like, what the Easy Ace could look like, but I'd rather not do that and just wait and see what actually happens. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.